In this particular video, I am going to discuss about coordinate geometry of 10th standard. Here all chapter, the whole chapter coordinate geometry was only dependent upon the 7 or 11 formulas which we have written over here. So the major formulas were over, all the formulas were listed out here, and whatever the formulas which were there here were covered in the particular subject coordinate geometry which was given in your 10th standard mathematics textbook. If you are perfect with these 11 formulas or 11 points, then the whole chapter is very easy and more or less nothing else was beyond these topics. If these topics you are clear, then your whole chapter is clear. So now let's move into the topic. Coordinate geometry. Geometry is nothing but, you all know, plotting something on a graph. Now this particular name coordinate itself tells you that we are interested to find out the coordinates of different points. Coordinate in the sense we have two coordinates for a point on a graph. Whatever the point we have on a graph, definitely that point which is having on a graph will have two coordinates. One is x coordinate and the other one is y coordinate. So now I am interested to find the distances of those coordinates and the midpoint of the coordinates and how the structure and how the lines forms, what the shape of the lines forms in that coordinate. So these are all the things I just would like to find out in this particular chapter. So we will see in detail about each and everything. So the first point, the very first point in this chapter is, if you have a point x1 comma y1, x2 comma y2 on a line parallel to x-axis, then your formula to find out the distance is x2 minus x1. ఒకవేళ మన దగ్గర రెండు పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, అవి ఏంటి అంటే x1 y1 ఒకటి, x2 y2 ఒకటి. x1 y1 కి x2 y2 కి మనకి డిస్టెన్స్ కావాలి అనుకుంటున్నాం. ఇంకా ఆ లైన్, ఈ పాయింట్స్ ని మనం జాయిన్ చేస్తే ఫామ్ అయ్యే లైన్ x యాక్సిస్ కి ప్యారలల్ గా ఉంటుంది అని చెప్తున్నాడు. ఒకవేళ ప్యారలల్ గా ఉంటే యూ కెన్ యూజ్ దిస్ ఫార్ములా, దట్ ఇస్ mod x2 minus x1. సో అసలు ఈ mod x2 minus x1 ఎందుకు చేయాలి అనే డౌట్ మీకు రావచ్చు. వి విల్ సీ ఎందుకు చేయాలి. సో ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ దిస్ కోఆర్డినేట్ సిస్టమ్, ఇక్కడ క్లియర్ గా కండిషన్ ఏమి ఇచ్చారంటే ఆ లైన్ అనేది ప్యారలల్ గా ఉండాలి x యాక్సిస్ కి అని అంటున్నారు. ఇఫ్ దిస్ వి నో దిస్ ఇస్ x యాక్సిస్ అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ y యాక్సిస్, దీనికి ప్యారలల్ గా ఉండాలి అని అంటే దిస్ పాయింట్ ఇస్ ఆన్ ద, ఇది x1 అవుతుంది, ఇది x2 అవుతుంది. Is it x1 y1 and this is x2 y2. సో ఇక్కడ నేను x1 ని ప్లాట్ చేసుకుంటే ఇక్కడ x2 ఉంటుంది. Is it? ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఇక్కడ డిస్టెన్స్ కావాలి అనుకుంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను గ్రాఫ్ లో రాస్తే ఎలా రాస్తాను, 1 2 3 4 5 6 సమ్ 7 అని రాస్తాను. ఇప్పుడు నాకు ఈ రెండింటి మధ్య డిస్టెన్స్ కావాలి అంటే ఐ విల్ సింప్లీ డూ 7 minus 1. మై ఆన్సర్ ఇస్ 6, రైట్? సో దాన్ని మనకి వాళ్ళు ఫార్ములాలో రాశారు, అదేంటంటే x2 minus x1. దిస్ మచ్ యూ అండర్స్టూడ్ ఐ థింక్. Now in the similar way, if the line is parallel to y axis, then the distance will be y2 minus y1. So that is how is your second point, x1 y1 and x2 y2 on a line parallel to y axis. Do find that distance. The formula you should use is y2 minus y1. Now I am interested in to find a point. That point is in the distance of a point p of x comma y from the origin. So the point is starting from the origin. So here and somewhere here. But my first point is 0 comma 0 and the other point is some 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3. 2 on the x-axis and 3 on the y-axis. Now my point is somewhere here. Now I want to find the distance from here to here. Simply what I will do is under root x square plus y square. If you do this under root x square plus y square, then you will get your particular answer. Okay, root 13 is the distance. Similarly, why we are using these type of formula is, in the last case what we have seen, this is parallel. If you draw perpendiculars to this, directly you can find the distance. But in this particular case, this is the origin and the line is not parallel to any of the axes. So there is no other way. So that is how you should use the x square plus y square, under root x square plus y square formula. And moreover, in detail you will understand in the next points. Now, in the same way, what he is telling us, you have the plot x and y, and the point is not parallel and it is not starting from origin. Your first point is here and your second point is somewhere here. So now you want to find the distance of this line. What you will do? You want to find the distance of that particular line. What you will do is, under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the formula to find out the distance for such type of problems. You all know this is x1 comma y1 and this is x2 comma y2. If you want to find the distance from x1 y1 and x2 y2, the formula is under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This formula you use most in this particular chapter to find out different values. This is the one formula which you use the most. So be thorough about it. There are different problems I will discuss in the coming videos. Next up, joining the points A, B internally in the ratio. This is your so-called section formula. Section formula. In this section formula, you already know you have a line. This is the axis. You have a line somewhere like this. You have a line in this way, A and B coordinates. I am not speaking in the coordinate system now. This is your point A and this is your point B. Now what he is telling us, this particular line is divided into two parts internally in the ratio. For example, let us assume 1:3. This is M1 and this is M2. Now it is dividing in the ratio 1:3. So what should we do? Let us assume a point 2, that is 1,3 and 2,1. Okay? Let us assume this point 1,3 and 2,1. Always remember, in this particular chapter, in the question, whatever the first given coordinate, assume that as x1 and y1. And the second given is x2 and y2. The third, fourth were given. Assume it as x3 and y3. So that is how it will be helpful for you. If not, again it will be a problem for you. So assume that particular point as x1, y1 and the next one is as x2 and y2. So that will be helpful for you. Now this is the line which I have 2 points. This is 1,3 and this is some 2,1, and in the question it is given, it is dividing internally in the ratio M1:M2. The ratio is also given 1:3. 1:3, it should be divided in this way. So if you keep these all values in this formula, you will get the point. Now I am not interested to find out the distance of A and B. I am interested to find out the point. Where should I divide this line? Where should I divide this particular line so that the division will be in such a way that this is 1 and this is 3 parts. So I need to find this particular point. I am only interested in to find out that particular point. Where should I divide so that my division will be in such a way that it is in the 1:3 ratio. So just keep everything in the formula. The formula is M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. And here this is M1 y1 plus M2 y2 by M1 plus M2. You know M1 is 1, x2 is 2, M2 is 3 and x1 is 1 by 1 plus 3. And here it is 1 into 3, M1 y2. Y2, what is Y2? 1 plus plus m2 is 3 into what is y1? 3 by 1 plus 3. So this becomes 2 plus 3 by 4 comma 2 plus 3 3s are 9 by 4. So you can add it up, it becomes 5 by 4 comma this is 11 by 4. So this is your point 5 by 4 comma 11 by 4. Okay. So now we have found out the point 5 by 4 comma 11 by 4. So this is the point in which the line AB is divided into 2 points. This particular point is 5 by 2 comma 5 by 4 comma 11 by 4. Okay, right. So now if it is given in the question, it is dividing externally, then the ratio will be same, m1 is to m2, but here the symbols changes. Plus becomes minus in all the cases. That's all. And sometimes in the question it will be given like the m1 and m2 ratios will not be given, and it generally says you as trisection. If trisection is set, you need to assume the m1 is to m2 ratio is 1 is to 2. 1 is to 2. m1 is 1 and m2 is 2. That should be assumed by yourself. This m1 is to m2 ratio will not be given in the question. Okay. So this much you are clear, I think. So next one is the midpoint of a line segment joining the points x1, y1, x2, y2 is. So now I am interested if this is my line segment AB. Line segment is nothing but which is having first end and fixed end, which is between two fixed ends, right? So in this particular one, I am interested in to find out the midpoint. How to find the midpoint? The formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Already we know that the coordinates over here and here we have x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Just you do this, keep x1, y1, x2, y2 values in this particular formula. You will get the middle point of the given line segment. Okay. Now I am interested. So this is all about the midpoint. The next point is the centroid of a triangle is the point of intersection of its median. Hence the coordinates of a centroid are. So if you have the coordinates of a centroid as x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Now what is the centroid formula? Simply the formula is, I can tell you x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3 comma y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. But may I know the reason why we are only dividing it with 3? Can you think? Why should I only divide it by 3? Why can't I divide it by 2? Or why can't I divide it by 5? The only reason is, if you draw a triangle, how many end points it has? 3. So here we have x1, y1, here you have x2, y2, here you have x3, y3. To get the centroid, what I should do is, you should do the average of the 3 points. Is it? So as these are 3 points, I am using 3. Right? If I have x1 and x2, can I do x1 plus x2 by 2? Yes, but it doesn't become a triangle. Is it? Will it become a triangle? మీరు కన్ఫ్యూజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటారు ఏంటి మిడ్ పాయింట్ కి సెంట్రాయిడ్ ఫార్ములాస్ కి. దేర్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ టు కన్ఫ్యూజ్, ఎందుకంటే మిడ్ పాయింట్ లో మనకు ఉన్నవి ఏంటి, 2 పాయింట్స్ ఉంటాయి. దిస్ ఇస్ ఫస్ట్ ఫిక్స్డ్ ఎండ్ అండ్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద సెకండ్ ఫిక్స్డ్ ఎండ్. సో ఇక్కడ 2 పాయింట్స్ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 by 2. అదే ట్రయాంగిల్ లోకి వచ్చేసరికి యూ హ్యావ్ 3 పాయింట్స్. విత్ 2 పాయింట్స్ can you find can you form a triangle? You can't, right? Any of the figure is not possible. Only line segment is the possible way. Is it? Right. So this much it's clear, I think. So the point that dividing each median of a triangle in the 2:1 ratio is the centroid. So whatever the point that is dividing all the medians in 2:1 ratio is the center of that particular triangle. Okay. Next, the area of a triangle, you know, simply if the base and the height are given, you have the formula to find out the area is half into base into height. Half into base into height, is it? So unlike this formula, to find out the area of the triangle is simple by the coordinates. Here we are not having the base and height are not given in coordinate geometry. Particularly we are only speaking about coordinates. If the coordinates of the triangle are given, how can I find out the area of that particular triangle? So that is my task now. My task is, if the coordinates are given, మనకు ఒకవేళ 3 coordinates ఇస్తే, how come I can find out the area of the triangle? Simple thing, you remember in this way, write half mod x y minus y plus x y minus y plus x y minus y. Simply what you will do is now 1, 2, 3. Next, here 1 was completed, so start from 2. 2, 3 and 1. Next 3, 2 and 1. Simple. There is nothing else more than, sorry. Here after 3 again you should start from 1 and 2. Simple. There is nothing else to confuse in this. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2. That's all. So simple thing now, if you are remembering this formula, you have 3 coordinates given in the question, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. Substitute all the values in this. That's all. Your answer is done. Okay. Next, if the sides are given, only this ratio and this coordinates, these all are not given. Only the sides are given. So then, if the side A, B, C, the distances are given, but we are not given with the coordinates. Then the formula to find out is under root s into s minus a into s minus b into s minus c. This is also called as Heroin's formula. Heroin's formula. So this particular formula was derived by Heroin, the scientist named Heroin. And to get this s value, what we should do is a plus b plus c by 2. A plus b plus c by 2. A, b, c values are given in the question. Just substitute it here. You will get the s value. After getting the s value, substitute in this formula. You will get the final answer. Is it clear? Right. Very good. So we'll next go the last and final topic in this particular chapter, that is slope of the line contacting the points x1, y1. If you have the coordinate system and there is a line passing, and now I want the slope of this particular line. The slope can be calculated by y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. This is the slope of the particular one. Whatever the answer you will get, the m here, substitute the value of m in tan theta. Final answer you will get. Okay. So this is all about coordinate geometry. In the coming videos, I will try to explain few question answers so that we will be able to understand, and I will also discuss few examples which are important in this particular chapter. Thank you.